If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on
Wait. Dude, something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Alright, y'all, it is time to talk about someone who has easily become one of my favorite video game characters as of recently. Alright, y'all seen the thumbnail, y'all seen the title, so y'all already know who it is. It is none other than the Dragon Ninja himself, Ryu Hayabusa. Now, with the return of the Ninja Gaiden franchise this year, with Rage Bound, with Ninja Gaiden 4, Ninja Gaiden Black 2, I just had to talk about my boy. But I wasn't sure how I was going to do this video, and that is why I'm going to be introducing something new that'll hopefully stick for future videos. I will be sending these characters to Real Nigga Academy. Alright, where they will be graded on 4 main things. Number 1, aura. As the main character, you absolutely have to have aura. Otherwise, you are literally just the side character in your own story, bro. Like, there's no debate. You have to have aura, okay? So I'm gonna be moving on. Second is going to be heroism. So there's nothing wrong with being an anti-hero, being a villain, but I need to know if I'm getting disintegrated by that super laser or if you're putting the mission aside to save me, the innocent, okay? Third, fighting, all right? I need to know if you can box. That is key, all right? That is key for being a main character, unless your story is like, I don't know, getting bitches or something, okay? Like, even I don't know, but fighting is important, so I'm gonna be keeping track of the wins and losses of these characters. And if you're losing your fights, nigga, ask the writers for a power-up or some shit. I don't know, all right? Invincible, I'm looking at you, my nigga. You be losing a lot of fights, all right? I'm just saying. Finally, and maybe most important, intelligence. We wouldn't be in school if I wasn't talking about them smarts. Y'all had to have seen this coming, all right? I will be keeping track of the character's decision-making skills during crucial moments, or if they just do some like overly smart shit, all right? Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering what happens if they don't pass summer school. Maybe I'm sending your ass to summer school, and if you pass, you will be granted the glorious title of honor roll. All right, stay in school, kids. Get good grades and all that. Now, take your seats, y'all. Keep the talking to a minimum. Class is in session. This man Ryu might be the OG ore farmer, but let me give you guys a little bit of context first. Ryu Hayabusa is a ninja, part of the Hayabusa clan, a clan tasked with protecting the 2 most powerful weapons, the Dark Dragon Blade and the Dragon Sword. For generations, they've protected these weapons and passed down the Dragon Sword to its current wielder, Ryu. And for generations, they successfully protected these 2 very powerful weapons, until one day the Hayabusa village is invaded by evil forces led by the greater fiend known as Doku. Doku absolutely slaughters these niggas, I'm not gonna lie, and he put belt to ass on my nigga Ryu and left him to die. And just to put salt on the wound, the Dark Dragon Blade is stolen. But as Ryu's story was looking like it was coming to a close, the bird spirit of the Hayabusa clan lands above Ryu and brings him back from the verge of death. Fast forward a couple weeks later, my boy Ryu is the sole survivor of his clan, and obviously he's out for revenge, all right? Now pause. Do y'all see how this nigga is posted up? He know he got that shit on. Even the wiki is glazing him. I mean, peep the motherfucking fit. This man Ryu went from lame ass Spirit Halloween costume to the chrome final boss. And look, to y'all this might look like a dude just chilling in his bed in a ninja costume, but this dude single-handedly infiltrated an enemy airship and he is just chilling. And mind you, he is trying to infiltrate a highly secure evil ninja country, all right? And this is one of the only ways to enter the country, so you just know that shit is packed with enemies, all right? Like a motherfucking can of tuna. And this dude solos the entire airship and then blows that shit up, the whole airship. Look, how did he survive this? And look, y'all thought he would have been done after he successfully infiltrated the airship, put on a clean ass fit, and is literally just chilling, and he blows that shit up? No. The camera pans away from that big ass explosion, and he is posted up on this power pole looking like he's fucking Piccolo. Are we dead ass? This is some next level ore farming. He studied from the great, alright? Piccolo? Doku must have left some serious trauma on, bro, for him to be moving like this. He hit him with that Darth Vader effect. If you know, you know. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't think we need to look at any more assignments. That is an easy A in ore farming, alright? He's clearly got the swag. His ore farming capabilities are above average. And look, y'all might call it glazing, but if that's what you think, then you weren't listening to all the shit that I just said. Mind you, this is a human being doing all this shit, alright? Now, he's not a normal human being, alright? I'll give y'all that. I would never go that far to say that he's normal. But he is a human. So moving on. Ryu is a ruthless, cold-blooded killer, alright? Let's just full stop right there. He does not hesitate at all to cut down his enemies in the worst way possible. The only thing good about being one of his enemies is that you know your death is going to be swift. You're going to get cut in 2 pieces and it's going to be over for you. And I'm not going to lie, in a world as brutal as Ryu's, I cannot blame him. So I'll try and cut him some slack in the heroism department. But I want to take a look at Ryu's first hero assignment, saving Rachel. In Ryu's pursuit of Doku, he meets this girl named Rachel. So Ryu learns that she's a fiend hunter, and for all of you who have never played Ninja Gaiden, fiends are basically these demons that you fight throughout the game. And he also gets a little bit of lore about why she hunts fiends, because her sister just so happens to be a greater fiend, similarly to Doku. Which, to give you guys a little bit of context, there's 3 greater fiends. They're basically like the final boss of the fiends, okay? So during their little conversation, some big squiggly tentacle monster snatches up Rachel and eats her. Now, off rip, Ryu, why are you just letting her get snatched up and eaten, my nigga? Look at how slowly she just gets dropped into that mouth thing. Pause. But there was definitely ample time for Ryu to spring into action to save her. So I'm gonna have to knock some points off for this. And I'm thinking about it now, if that monster would have had some type of acid stomach, Rachel would have been cooked. She would have already been dead. Alright, that would have been first mission failed. So I'm definitely gonna have to knock some points off for that. But after letting her be eaten, Ryu does decide to get active. And I'm not gonna lie, he made quick work of this nasty looking motherfucker. Okay? And in heroic fashion, after cutting down the monster, Ryu springs into the air and catches Rachel as she falls out of the monster's guts and sticks the landing. And that shit was clean as fuck. I cannot lie. He hit the superhero pose on the landing. He didn't even need to ore farm no more, but that's how you know this nigga true to this. Now, I can't lie. This was very heroic, saving the damsel in distress. Even though Rachel is not no damn damsel in distress, alright? She wields fucking weapons twice her size. So I don't know how she just got snatched up like that. But you know what? We're just gonna let that be. Alright? He did a good job. Gotta give credit where credit is due. He saved her. Doesn't ask for anything in return. Does it out of the kindness of his heart. Even though Ryu had a rough start, he stuck the landing in the end. Literally. And I gotta give credit for that. Alright? That shit was smooth. So I'm gonna give him a cool little B in heroism. And we're gonna let that be. Now, Ryu absolutely needs to be able to fight. He is literally a ninja. But, as I mentioned before, Ryu was easily defeated by Doku. And I would cut him some slack if he put up a fight. But, you got whooped, alright? You got whooped! Bro, the cutscene didn't even want to show how bad Doku did you, alright? He did some Blackbeard versus Law shit to your ass. His whole ass village got burnt down. And this nigga Doku slimed your fine shit right in front of you, okay? But I'ma cut you some slack because they did you dirty by making you fight that demon at level 1, okay? My boy had no experience points. His fit was trash, alright? He was wearing motherfucking pajamas trying to fight the final boss damn near of the game. So I'ma let it slide. But Ryu, nigga, he did not let that shit slide. I wish there was like an anime of this shit because this would be one of the greatest get backs I've witnessed. Alright. After dismantling the Vigorian army, which is the army of the country that he infiltrated, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm wildly underrepresenting by just saying dismantling. Alright. I mean, he was fighting tanks. This nigga shot down a helicopter with a bow and arrow. Not shooting the pilot, no. Like, he didn't just snipe the pilot and then the helicopter crashed. This nigga shot down the helicopter itself with a bow and arrow. Look at this. Then he just casually kills a dragon. And not to mention the thousands of fiends and ninjas that he just slaughters. But after all this, he finally gets his rematch with Doku himself. I want y'all to watch this with me and let me know if this get back is worthy of an A.
Little bitch has returned. Must I put your sorry ass 6 feet under again?
Sit your lame cosplaying ass down. You could never be him. Now, after defeat, Doku's scary ass turns into a ghost so that he can escape, which I'm not gonna lie, that shit made me lose all respect I had for Doku at the start of the game. Because at the start of the game, he was tough. This nigga meant business. He took out a whole ninja village and beat the main character. He killed the main character in the first part of the game. And now he's turned into a ghost. Like, he can't even accept defeat. But Ryu, he wasn't having that shit. So he cuts down who knows how many fiends and ninjas just to press this nigga for a third time. And when he encounters Doku's lame ass for the third and final time, because Ryu, oh man, he straight up embarrasses Doku. Look, he got this nigga spinning like a ceiling fan with asthma, bro. Now, my boy Ryu, he had a rough start, you know. All his people are dead. He is literally the only survivor of his clan. But after his first encounter with Doku, he did not lose a single fight. Alright, he got his get back. I gotta give him an A in fighting. And I didn't even mention all the other stuff that he fought in the game. Alright, Doku wasn't even the strongest dude that he fights in this game. So I gotta give him his props in fighting. Alright, that is an A. Now, last but certainly not least, we need to take a look at Ryu's intelligence. Alright, we've established that he's got swag. We established that he can fight. We established that he can be heroic. But we need to see how smart is bro. Now, it's a little bit hard to pinpoint one or even a few moments that really showcase Ryu's intelligence because it is an action game, alright? You're not solving puzzles. Now, despite it being hard to pinpoint any real moments where he showcases his intelligence, he definitely does have a high battle IQ. And he always stays calm and collected in battle, so I will give him that. But on the other hand, he definitely does not have like any deductive reasoning skills whatsoever. Now I'm gonna fill you guys in on why I think this, but really quickly, let me just give the spoiler warning for anybody who has not played Ninja Gaiden Sigma, even though it's been out since 07. I'm gonna give the spoiler warning, so if you don't want to get spoiled, do not watch past this point. But bro, this man Ryu did not figure out who the Vigorian Emperor was until literally the end of the game when he undergoes his final transformation. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, if he figured that out sooner, he could have saved himself a lot of trouble. Like, this motherfucker was with him at the start of the game. This old ass nigga was plotting since the beginning of the game. And honestly, if Ryu got in contact with him one time since their departure, I just know he would have caught him lacking. Their conversation would have went down like this. Hey, Unc, how you doing? I know it's been a little minute. Wait a minute. What are those evil, spooky ass, scary sounds in the background? Oh, you know, nephew, it's just my old school too. Nah, fuck that. I hear them evil ass demons in the background. I'm coming over right now. And I mean, even when they first departed at the beginning of the game, he was suspicious. Because what do you mean you have a ninja spy that somehow gained access to highly secure information from a highly secure country that, as far as we as the players know, only has one way of getting into that country? And on the wiki, it says Mirai used to be part of the Hayabusa ninja clan, then went rogue to start his own ninja clan. So this nigga doesn't even have loyalty, so y'all already know he was up to some. And this is low-key some random ass glaze, but if it was Batman, bro, he would have had that shit figured out in like an hour at most. But I say all that to say, I'm gonna have to give Ryu a C in intelligence. Now, even though he does have good battle IQ, I can give him that. As a ninja, information is one of your most useful assets, and this piece of information could have saved him a lot of time and trouble. Now that we have come to the end of the video, it is time for the verdict. So, does Ryu Hayabusa, the Dragon Ninja, have to attend summer school? Absolutely not. Alright, I like living. Look at what he be doing to these ninja, okay? I'd like to stay on his good side. Nigga, you could have honor roll, okay? Here, nigga, take it. Alright, but jokes aside, Ryu shall be granted the title of honor roll, passing most of his classes with outstanding grades. Alright, one little C, that ain't none. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am sorry about the break, but we are back, boy! And I have some bangers on the way for you guys if you stick around, you know, like and sub, all that good stuff. I love you guys, and